Must be Friday night, huh?
Yeah.
Friday night cooking with Kip after dark. How you doing? How's everybody doing? Hey, it's time to do some cooking. Cooking, cocktails, conversation. Friday night. So
Yes.
that's the format. If you're new, cooking, cocktails, conversation. So we have a little conversation and we do some cooking. And on Friday night, well, not just Friday night, huh?
No.
There's always a cocktail.
I knew what you were getting
There's wine
at.
on Wednesdays. And there's usually a little wine on Saturdays. But we branch out a little bit on Friday night because it's Friday night. And it's 9 o'clock. And it ain't nothing but grown folk happening, okay?
It's grown folks' time.
Hey, baby.
Hey, sweetie.
Yeah, so thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for being a friend of ours. You know, there's a lot of stuff you can be doing on Friday night. But you decided to hang out with us. So I got to get to cooking, baby.
Yes, what we making tonight?
Tonight.
You doing your cocktail first?
Yes, we're going to do a quick cocktail. Maybe don't let the camera be on me for some reason.
Yes, I was showing the vodka.
No, I'm kidding. She just shook her head like, I'm through with you. The cocktail, everything is kind of centered around tie the knot. We doing in this keto friendly, baby?
I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
But everything is keto friendly, and so the cocktail is hers going to be a little different than mine. But we doing a little vodka, Savannah vodka, and a little diet Sprite for you, right? Mm-hmm. I'm having a little tonic, the lime, pomegranate. You okay with pomegranate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Splash.
A splash of pomegranate.
I'm going to say hi to a few people if you want to go ahead and start making the drink.
Well, let me tell them what the food is.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And the food is, the keto-friendly food is, we're having a cheesesteak. Cheesesteak.
Yes.
But instead of bread or hoagie bun, we're going to do a portobello mushroom, right, baby?
But yes.
Portobello mushroom with a little steak, some peppers and onions.
And cheese.
Okay.
Yes.
Now tell them who, say hello to everybody, and I'll start getting some stuff ready. If that's
Okay.
cool.
Hello, Marion Jackson. Shamika Morris says good evening. John Douglas Jr. says hello, Kip.
It's time you can drink, baby.
Okay, that's fine. Hello, Elder R.T. Leak, Karen Short, Mary Woodbury from Hammond, Louisiana. Thank you for joining. Hello, Shirley. Yes, my sister Tina lives there. Shirley Hunter. Hello, Nancy Cox McDougal. Happy Friday, Gloria Peoples. Good evening. Hello, Faye Shannon. Gina Harcum, Raven Nation, DeQuincy Goins.
Raven Nation.
Yes.
Baltimore's in the house, huh?
Yes. Hello, Alfreda Talley. Hello, Barbara Rivers. Hello, Kip and family. How are you doing this blessed evening? God bless you. I'm praying for you. Joyce Watson, Norrington. Hello, guys. What are we cooking? So we're doing a bunless, keto-friendly cheesesteak.
Cheesesteak.
We're going to use portobello mushroom as a base. That's for me. I'm watching my carbs. Wanda Furlow says, good evening. Hello, Gone Deep. Fab Nisi, Euless, thank you so much for joining. Hey, Gary Craig. Thank you for the blessings, Gone Deep. Sharon Brown's in the house. Good evening, my favorite people. Let's turn up like we did Wednesday. Yes, thank y'all for joining us on Wednesday night. We had a good time. Hello, Delvin Sparrow. Kip and Ty, we cooked for him and his beautiful wife for their 30th year wedding anniversary last weekend. Thank y'all so much. Thank you for the stars, Gary Craig. Bishop Ronnie Adams is on. Hello, Gwen Slaughter Pounds. Donna Woods, it's on. Janice Smith. B. Angie Beasy. I love you guys. Thank y'all so much for joining. Keto. Keto is a low-carb diet or no-carb diet. Depends on if you're doing lazy keto or strict keto.
What we doing? We lazy or we strict, baby?
It depends on the day. These are our cocktails for the evening. I like that ice block, babe.
You like the block?
Yeah.
You know what? I usually reserve that for
your bourbon. Well, I feel special that I'm having the block tonight. Okay. So he used the Savannah vodka tonight, a little splash of pomegranate, and I did a diet Sprite as my mix instead of the tonic because it's no carbs. Okay.
Ready to get started?
Let's get started on the cheesesteak.
Okay, so I got some Portabella mushrooms that we get ready to clean up and get ready. I've already got everything washed, and I'll talk about the washing of the mushrooms. That's personal preference, but I'll tell you what mine is. We have a couple of bell peppers, yellow and a green, white onion, some butter, and over here I have some mixed greens and some feta cheese that I'm just going to throw a little salad together right quick. And in the meat, sirloin that I threw in the freezer for about 25 minutes. It's not frozen, but it's very firm, so I can shave it up real small with my knife. Okay. But what I want to do first is get the mushrooms cooked. We'll get them ready and prepped up. And you gonna come over this way? I'm coming to you. Baby.
I can come over there. Hey, Randy Baker. He said, "What's up, y'all?"
What's happening, brother? How's that weather in the D.C. area?
Hello, Bridget Ellis. Hello, Selena Green. Thank you for the stars, Yolanda Tyler DeShawn.
So I said the mushrooms. That's a touchy subject. I'm gonna say touchy. Depending on
either you like them or you don't.
Well, either you like them or you don't. And how you clean them?
Yes.
I don't really like to submerge mushrooms into water. So I take a wet towel, paper towel, and something, and
wipe them off.
Wipe them off real good.
Okay.
They come from the earth.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how I clean them up, because mushrooms are like sponges. When you start putting them in water, it's going to just soak that up, and it takes away from the flavor of the mushroom. So I clean them up that way. So what I'm getting ready to do right now is all these little gills right here. I'm going to take all that out because that kind of gets mushy, and I don't want the mushroom. I'm not going to overcook it, but I'm going to put it in the oven for a little while. Actually, I need a different bowl. Here we go. And toast them up a little bit. But first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to clean out these little gills. I'm just taking a spoon and running it around in there. And we're going to use this is going to be like an open face Philly, keto friendly. So we're going to roast the mushrooms. And if you never had Portabella mushrooms, and I know a lot of you had, because you're culinary experts, it takes on the flavor and actually has, once you put seasonings and flavors on it, it almost takes on the flavor of a protein, like a meat.
Yes.
But we're going to use it kind of like a bun tonight.
Okay.
So I got one cleaned up. That didn't take but a minute. So that kind of gets the gills out. You're going to do like 3. So we're going to snack on these because, Lola's not going to eat one tonight. Not saying she won't.
Yeah.
Or she may not try it, but I wasn't sure. So I made her a quick burger.
And she's already eaten.
She's already consumed it.
Yes.
So let's get these gills out.
Hello, Pamela Hargrove. Thank you for joining. Gwen Slaughter Pounds is on. Hello, Annie. Is it Parch? Linda Tyler DeShawn. Hello, my Black Love couple. Thank you for the stars, Fabnice Eulis.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Shirley Johnson Williams. Hello, beautiful couple. Pamela Hargrove is on. Selena Green is from Cincinnati, Ohio. Hello, Itzy Chapel Murray. Thank you for joining. Andrew Baker. Hey, my favorite people.
All right. So I got that cleaned off. And the next, I'm going to get this bowl out of the way, and then I'm going to,
So if you're not a mushroom fan, baby, what's a good alternative?
For keto or just in general?
For just like a bunless, just serve the steak?
Ooh, I would just probably serve the steak, or I'm trying to think something else that would be a good substitute that would give you a texture like that. If you don't like mushroom, you're definitely probably not going to like tofu.
No.
So, I would just say just use the steak and
maybe stuff it with a bell pepper.
Bell pepper?
Stuff it.
Put
stuff
the bell pepper?
Yeah.
Or, you know what? You could do like a lettuce wrap, too.
Yes, with the cheesesteak.
Cool.
That would be really good. Hello, Creela. Zero Tolerance Sullivan Smith. I'm hungry and haven't seen a morsel of good.
All right.
Hey, from Laura, Maryland.
So what I'm going to do, baby, I'm going to...
that's Lola.
Scared me. I'm like, what is that noise? I'm going to brush the mushrooms up with a little olive oil.
Okay.
Put a little salt and pepper, not much. I got the oven on like 400 degrees. Lola, you want to try the mushrooms? And
your brother Sheldon said chicken.
he's on tonight?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought he might have been working tonight.
Hello, Rita Bryant.
Bro, you ain't doing the mushrooms. The chicken.
Put chicken on top of the beef. Jacqueline Warren. Hello, beautiful people. New Orleans in the house.
Okay, so we're going to brush those up right quick. And I'm going to put them in the oven maybe probably, I don't know, about 10 minutes.
Okay.
And it's going to bring the flavor out. Add a little bit of salt. Just a little bit. Now, the only thing about adding salt like this,
draw the water out.
Actually, with mushrooms, it creates some moisture.
Yes.
So I don't want them to be too much moisture because I just touched that. So I'm gonna grab a spoon.
Evelyn Page says she loves mushrooms, so good times here.
Okay. Just a little bit of salt.
Thank you, Gwen Slaughterpound. She said, I don't like mushrooms, but I love you both.
See, but you're going to have to try these Portabella mushrooms, Gwen.
They taste like meat.
If you never had them, you might be surprised big time. So in there, if you're going to remember, you're going to remind me?
Yes, I'm
going to guys remind me too.
Y'all help us remember the mushrooms.
Okay. I should remember though. Okay, so the other thing that I did, I put together, I didn't tell you this, I put together a little steak seasoning for the mushrooms, for the steak. It is some kosher salt, some fresh ground pepper, and a little garlic.
Okay.
And just a touch of smoked paprika.
Okay.
Give it a little smoky flavor.
All right.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to shave the meat. And
I'm excited about this.
Well, I'm going to hold up on the meat for a minute. I'm going to get the peppers done because I want that meat to stay firm until
you get ready to cut it. And putting it in the freezer just makes it firm enough to shave easily.
Right. So I can get nice little lines on it.
The Quincy Goins said we had a blast Wednesday. Thank you for the stars, Gina Harcum.
So we're going to cut a little bit of the bell pepper. I don't know if I'm going to use all of that, but we only have, a certain amount. I'm mixing yellow and green. So
okay.
Probably half of that.
All right. You want to chop up some peppers and onions? I'm going to say hi to a few more
But I'm going to make like a julienne, like strips.
Okay. Jen Frank, hi all. Hope everyone is happy and warm. Amen.
No kidding. We didn't even address that. Yeah, I hope everybody's warm and staying good and warm.
Gary Craig said, no wonder he can't find his shoes. You got them on. That brother.
He didn't peep my shoes.
Yes.
My Adidas.
Yes. Hello, Sharon Harris. Latanya Washington Harris says that drink looks delicious. She needs
It is very delicious.
Yes.
It'll warm you up on a chilly night.
Thank you for the stars, Fabnisi, Euless, Marilyn Ross. Good evening. Had a great time with you guys on Wednesday.
All right.
Hi, Sharon Harris.
So we're going to get a little bit of yellow, a little green, and we're going to use some white onion that we're going to saute up. So sometimes when I'm making a cheesesteak, if it's just a regular one with the bun, I put mushrooms in it.
Yes.
But the good thing about this is, hey, we got the mushroom.
The mushroom is going to be the topper.
Yeah, it's part of the star.
Thank you for the stars, Delvin Sparrow.
Yeah, thank you, brother.
Tammy said one of her favorites. I'm assuming she means the Portabella mushroom cheesesteak.
Right.
Thank you for the stars, Sharon Brown. Barbara Rivers says, have you tried the Sprite Ginger? I have not. I haven't seen that.
I seen that today.
Oh, man.
But you gave me special instructions.
I did, so I can't even be mad.
They didn't have it, so I had to call home and say,
what's the alternative?
What the alternative is, God almighty.
Randy Baker said it's cold in the D.C. area.
Cold, brother?
Stay warm, brother. I know you know how.
I know he knows how. My brother knows how to stay warm. Cheers, man.
Hello, Diana Brown. Marion Jackson,
right,
that drink looks onions. Good.
Let me wash my hands off right quick.
Okay. Andrew Baker said he loves mushrooms.
Okay. I can see Drew liking mushrooms. He's has a good taste of food.
Shirley Johnson Williams, I love the red wine, 7 Moon, you had the other night. I was looking for a good red wine, so I purchased. I love it. Yes, she loves it. Fantastic. Good. We love to hear that.
Okay, so We got that together. I'm gonna get my skillet going, baby.
Okay. Let's let it rip.
Okay. So I'm gonna use a little bit of olive oil and just a touch of butter. And we're gonna saute down the vegetables. Then I'm gonna pull them out. Then I'm gonna go into the steak. But I'm gonna start getting the steak ready.
Okay. Hello, Rosalind Johnson. Thank you for joining.
So to get that steak hard, I just wrapped it up in a little plastic wrap.
And what cut of steak is this again?
Actually, I'm using a sirloin.
Okay.
Sirloin or ribeye.
We'll do the trick.
Will do the trick.
Okay.
Got the gloves I want tonight, but I'm gonna use some.
Rosalind Johnson, we're having vodka tonight. No wine. We usually reserve the wine for Wednesday wine downs, but we drink some every
and Saturday.
Saturday.
That's my grape juice on Saturdays.
Hello, Patricia Skipworth from York, Pennsylvania. Hattie McBride Spites. Hey, you all. Really enjoyed your Wednesday. You made my night. Thank you so much.
Okay. And the other thing you want to do is cut against the grain. So the grain of this meat is running like that.
Up and down.
So I'm running this way. All right.
Okay. So our goal is to have some shaved beef.
Yeah, and get you a sharp knife and just start cutting down. And then I'm gonna cut it up a little bit more. Mm-hmm. But if you notice, it's cutting in perfect little slithers.
Because you put it in the
and it's
freezer.
not mashing down.
Thank you for the stars, Sharon Brown, Latanya Washington Harris. Hello, family. Erlene West. Hi, Chef Kip and beautiful wife from Daytona Beach, Florida. Thank you for joining.
Turn that down a little bit.
Okay.
I'm not quite ready.
Thank you for the stars, Tamis. Hello, Bridget Donaldson.
Okay, so we're getting this cut up.
You gonna do the other one?
Yeah, I'm gonna do both.
Hello from Little Rock,
something
Arkansas.
tells me, we'll start eating this.
And Lola.
And my baby, I'll let her try, and she'd be like, oh, okay, Dad. All right, Dad. I like it.
Now, this is Chef Kip style. The traditional cheesesteak is shaved much, much thinner. It's almost see-through.
Yeah, it just depends on what you got going on. Because I'm gonna dice this up a little bit more. Mm-hmm. And that fat that you see there,
flavor.
Yeah, that's flavor. It ain't good for you, but it's good to you.
Andrew Baker said no, he meant onions.
Oh.
Hello, Vonda Anderson.
You can always count on Drew to give me a little entertainment.
Hello, family. Rosalind Garrison.
All right,
hey,
so
sis.
I'm going to hit a little dice on it too, baby.
Okay.
Okay.
So he just did a top sirloin. He put it in the freezer to firm, not freeze.
Yeah.
And now he's shaving it. And this is going to be our cheesesteak.
That's true. You gotta love it.
What other cuts of meat are used with cheesesteak? Because if you want to bypass
chicken,
this part.
What part?
Shaving. You can purchase.
Yeah, I mean, they have it. They have some chopped, or I think at certain stores.
You can get the chopped sirloin
you can
sliced.
get it kind of already sliced up.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of big box places.
Mm-hmm.
I know Walmart, but that's. I ain't gonna get into that.
Don't say that no more.
One of my favorite.
Yes.
But
Shelton said chicken again.
Oh, you definitely can use chicken.
Yes,
I've
chicken.
had chicken Philly more than once.
Chicken steak is good with the onions and the peppers and the cheese.
Yeah, you definitely can do that. So we got it. This one here got a little harder than the other one, baby.
Yeah, I see. Put your muscle work in.
Put my weight on it.
Bishop Ronnie Adams says, "Can we cook with y'all one night? We do a private show. That's in the making. Make sure you're following.
Yeah.
That's in the making. We're gonna present the opportunity to cook with us.
Yeah.
So be looking out for that." Sharon Brown, hey Lola, hey Shirley Turner from Panama City. Rosalind Garrison says she loves mushrooms.
Okay.
Hey Tracy Jones. Hey, Faye Shannon, Evelyn Page. This is going to be good. Thank you for the stars. Elder R.T. Leak says Wednesday night was amazing. Thank you for joining.
Thank you so much. All right.
Gary Chris said we had his side hurting Wednesday. It was a laugh-a-thon, wasn't it?
Baby got to talking about her episodes and her going times. I didn't have nothing to do with any of that
Walkers and crutches and falling. If y'all didn't watch it, go back and watch it. Right. Wednesday wind down.
Doing that, I'm going to start getting the
skillet hot.
Yeah. Actually, I got it hot. I'm going to start adding some oil to it.
Hello, Tammy Edelin. I think I said that wrong.
Got a little oil. And let that start warming up. And then we'll shade the rest of this. I'm going to add a little butter to it, too.
Where is Charles County, Waldorf?
Waldorf sounds like Maryland.
Charles County, Waldorf. Thank you for joining.
Assuming that's in the Maryland area.
We're doing cheesesteak, but we're topping it with portobello mushroom instead of bread. That's correct. That's my request.
Keto.
Hello, Florine Gailey.
You already
Grady.
what keto is all about, baby?
Yes,
I'm still learning.
It's no carbs.
You showing me all about
carbs are in everything. I've had my bouts with that old keto.
Yeah.
But
that's your other man.
That's my other man, he said. But if you want to watch your carbs, you could research the keto diet.
Yeah,
so
butter to this.
The mushrooms are going to be my bun tonight, and it'll be open face.
Yeah, we actually, since, we're a couple. We do things together, so I say, but Ty, you having it like that?
And you going to have it like that.
I'm going to have it like that, too.
Hey, Mama Lola.
We ride or die.
In Jackson, Mississippi, Mama and them started thawing out today.
All right.
Hello, Rita Bryant. I hunt wild mushrooms spring and fall. All right, now.
Well, I've never done that. I've seen them out like in the yard, but I'm scared to eat them.
I'm scared to eat them too.
I'm a country boy, but I'm scared I might start seeing stuff out.
That's what I said. The mushrooms look like it'll take you on a trip. A fantastic voyage. Hello, Lisa McCaslin.
All right, so we got that in. Let's go ahead and where's my
Patricia Ann Bullocks from Killeen, Texas. Hope you are safe. Latanya Washington Harris. What state are we in? We're in Georgia.
In the great state of Georgia.
Hello, Shirley Faye Williams. Hello, Justina. Thank you for the stars, Lisa McCaslin.
Put some peppers in there.
Let's get it started.
So I'm going to saute these up, and then I'm going to take them out, and then we're going to do the meat and mushrooms.
That's right.
Let me check on these mushrooms.
Mushrooms. Nobody rewind me.
Somebody's supposed to remind me.
Mushrooms. Okay, is this Savannah cheesesteak? That's Drew. All right.
My brother.
Mushrooms are out.
Okay.
That'll make a good little bun. Bottom bun.
I wish they were a little bigger. Okay. I was looking for bigger ones today. They started off as big, but...
Babe, we're going to make them work.
We need to have a little shrinkage.
A little shrinkage.
Had some shrinkage going on up in there.
Hello? I think I mispronounced her name last time. Is it Suka? Escobedo? Yes. Hello, guys. Jean Loud Whitaker from Texas City, Texas. Thank you so much.
So the mushrooms smell good. So actually I'm going to go... I'm going to go with once the peppers and the meat is ready, we're going back onto
the mushroom.
Mixing up a little cheese into the
mixture.
In the mixture, and then I'm going to top it a little bit more with the cheese. And then we're going to finish it with a nice little fresh green salad. Bishop
Dr. Eddie Terrell Ball said, how many stars you want?
Hey, brother. A bishop like you can give me a whole lot of them.
I am going to try the ginger bowl. It's on point. That's Latanya Washington Harris. It's still cold in Texas, but a lot better. Thank you for the update, Donna Woods.
Okay. So these colors are very festive. It looks good. I think it makes it great. And red would have been good too, baby.
Yes.
Red would have been great. I like the look of the yellow.
You grilled those peppers the other day, and I promise I stood at the stove and ate about 4 peppers. The red ones.
Put those on?
I can't remember, but it was good. Oh, it was the squash zucchini mix with the red peppers. It was really good. Yeah. Thank you for the stars, Nina Howard, Kimberly Williams. Hey, family, miss you all. Wind down Wednesday, but I am winding down tonight with y'all. Thank you for joining. Hello, Pamela Smith Lewis, Joyce Cotman. Greetings, beautiful couple. Joyce and Herman from Hampton, Virginia. Thank y'all so much for joining. We're making cheesesteak with the twist. We're going to serve it on top of these portobello mushrooms that he has put in the oven for a while.
We're going to serve them with those, and with the meat, I need to get this skillet a lot hotter. I want it to be good and hot when I put the meat in, so I get a good little sear on it. Yeah. And
this came from the spirit, y'all.
So when I'm cooking meat like that, whether it be chicken, steak, or whatever in the pan, I don't want to overcrowd the pan.
Okay.
Because when you overcrowd the pan, you go from searing to steaming.
Okay.
And when you steam a piece of meat like that, you don't get that crust on it that you want, which that's part of that flavor to get a little sticky stuff down in the skillet. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
so
we know
what
you're talking about.
Accomplish that, so.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
All right.
And Remington says, I like boxed wine sangria. Good choice, sis.
We've had boxed wines. We don't have any other night, but we've had it.
We've had it.
Yeah.
Hello, Sherzel Harris Hellman. Yes, he used a sirloin steak. Two sirloin steaks. He put it in the freezer to firm up, and then he chopped it down.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the peppers, and they're going to go into this bowl. Then I'm going to add the meat back in. We're going to get that cooked up.
He didn't want to touch the raw steak, Latanya Washington Harris, with his hand because he's handling a lot. So he just put the glove on.
That's the only reason.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, I know a lot of cooks. I've worked in restaurants for years, and we always use gloves there. I'm at home, so hey, I don't have to worry about it as much. But if I put those on right now when I'm handling the meat, I don't have to. Although I still wash my hands
as much.
Just I don't have to wash it as much.
Tonda Frierson on. Did I miss her? Hey sis, Tonda and Willie Frierson.
We're gonna take the peppers out. My brother and sister, and I don't know if they're in Florida or
ATL.
But regardless of where they are, we still love them.
Yes.
So that's pretty right there.
Yeah. Hello, Patty Blake from Rochester, New York. Thank you for joining.
So that skillet is hot. I probably should put my apron on tonight. Boy, I'm splashing stuff around.
And you done got started. Drew, better when it's thicker, and that's all around on everything.
That Drew, boy. We're going to censor him. We got to put a censor on him.
But it's Cooking with Kip After Dark. It's grown folks style. Hello, Belinda Lee from Harlem, New York City. Yes.
All right. Drew, I tell you what, I'm looking forward to you coming here and bringing your guitar, because Drew's a heck of a musician and songwriter, and being live.
Yes.
But you got to come on Wednesday and stay through Friday.
All right, now. Hello, Stella Jack.
All right, so we're going to get this
meat in.
And then going to get this meat in. I think the skillet is getting hot.
Okay. Hello, Belinda Lee from Harlem, New York City. Stella Jack.
So I'm going to add a little bit of seasoning to it because I can and I want to.
And that's the little seasoning you mixed up.
That's the seasoning I mixed up.
Okay.
Kosher salt, fresh cracked pepper, garlic, and a little smoked paprika.
Smoked paprika.
Okay, so I see some smoke. So where there's smoke, what?
There's fire. The Quincy Goins says she's learning a new way to cook. Thank you so much for joining. Geraldine James, thank you for joining.
All right, so we got that going.
And Drew said chicken steak is awesome.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
I can't argue with him. I have to agree.
Cheryl Mia Beatty, yes, that's a Cutco knife. They are great.
Got a little butter.
Bridget Ellis said, how do you like flank steak?
I like flank steak. Didn't we cook it one time?
Yes, we cooked it.
It's been a while.
One of the
this
first.
Summer?
Yes.
All right, so that's already coming together. And what? It is smelling what, baby?
Good. The 7 Moons, Mary Woodbury said, yes.
Oh, 7 Moons has been a hit, huh?
Yes, we hung 7 Moons right after that second glass of wine. Patricia Skipworth, Philly cheesesteaks. Love it. I love mushrooms, too.
All right, so that's not taking long to cook. And I don't want to cook it to death either, because we're going to cook it some more.
In the oven.
So what we're going to do is we're going to add the peppers back in. It's starting to let that skillet get hot a little bit more.
Okay. Hello, Justina. Y'all made my night on Wednesday.
Add these peppers back into this thing.
Hello, Ellen Woodson.
We're going to actually go ahead and put a little bit of Provi in it.
Provolone cheese. That's going to act as the binder right now.
Yeah, and it's going to give it a whole lot of flavor too.
Picking up what you're putting down, babe.
A little bit more salt.
Hello, Shirley Byarley. I think I said your name. She said that looks delicious.
All right. Coming together.
Charles County is right outside of the D, Rolanda Field said.
Right outside of the D.
I'm assuming.
Okay. All right. I'll just learn something new.
Hello, Lady D. Thank you for joining.
You'll put one more piece on there.
Let's do it. Fern Sorink says Wednesday wind downs was hilarious. Love you too. Laughing keeps wrinkles away. That's right.
I've always said that.
Hey, Portia.
See what this meat tape. She's already home?
She's already home. She made it home and she watching. Is it good, babe? You hit it out the park?
Yes, Lord.
Hello, Karen Cunningham. She said that's Maryland.
Good. That's Maryland?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's what I was thinking. So we're going to go ahead and start putting some on here.
All right. Drew said, what are you drinking? And don't eat those mushrooms in the yard.
My brother.
Says Dr. Drew.
Says Dr. Drew. So we're going to put some of these in here. We're going to pile it high, baby, because we're going to scoop those off.
We're doing, hello, Jaleel Bacon. We're doing cheesesteaks, but we're going to...
Jaleel Bacon is, baby? That's my first cousin in Syracuse, New York.
Syracuse in the house. Thank you for watching, cuz.
What's happening, cousin?
Sharon Brown, yes, everyone's talking about Wednesday wine and dining was off the chain.
Okay, but I'm going to add a little bit more cheese to this.
Okay. Hello, Jacqueline in Houston.
Because we wanted cheesy.
Marion Jackson says she want to hear some more mama jokes.
You know what we should have did?
What?
We was at Mom's yesterday, me and Ty.
Yes, we should have went live.
Yeah, we should have. Mom cooked some just on the fly.
Just on the fly now. She had the greens cooking when we got there.
Yeah, she had the greens cooking. She cooked some collard greens. And she had this little seafood set casserole. And then she whipped up some whole cakes real quick. And I think we just drank some water, right?
Yeah.
And it seemed like it was something else. Was that it? And some rice?
The rice and the chocolate cake.
And the chocolate cake.
Went to Mama's house.
And I ate a little bit, and then I ate some more.
And then, before that, he took a nap. Went to Mama's house, and I didn't...
When I went to Mama's house, that's where I grew up, so I always take a nap.
I didn't know who Keto was. Keto...
We're going to stick this in the oven, sweetheart.
Okay, Keto jumped out my head and on the floor.
Okay. Clean this up.
No, the mushrooms was fine. He probably could have took them out just a little sooner. Gary Craig said yes. Thank you for the stars again, Sharon Brown. Just tuned in, Beatrice Isaac. What are we cooking? Cheesesteak.
You gotta tell her what kind of cheesesteak, because she might be a little confused when she look at it.
Cheesesteak on Portabella mushroom. No bun.
No bun.
No bun. Thank you for sharing, Justina. Thank you for sharing, Yolanda Thomas. Jason Moore, my dog.
What's happening, Jay?
Sherzel, I love you guys' cooking show. Sending love from Michigan. Beautiful couple. Thank you so much for the love and support. Thank you for the stars, Sister Rosalind Garrison.
Okay, so we got that in. So the next thing we're going to do is push some of this stuff away. Okay. I'm going to, you can come on over. I'm going to make us up a little salad just to go with it, to hang out with it.
A little crunch. Kimberly Williams, can I eat them without cheese? I don't eat cheese.
Yes, you can.
Yes, it just won't be as ooey gooey.
Yeah, that's the only thing. But you can do that.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Yes.
I think in the kitchen you do your thing. You do whatever feels good to you. So we're gonna make up a quick little salad. I'm gonna use a little. My sister gave me this. It's called gourmet salad vinegar.
Thanks, sis.
Thank you, baby. My oldest sister, made by Heinz.
Yes.
Pull this cap off. Put about a fourth of a cup in there. We probably don't need that much salad dressing, but you know what? We'll use it later.
We're going to roll with it.
And I'm going to put a little bit of pepper in.
I love how you just whip up a salad dressing like no tomorrow.
Put a little bit of fleur de sel.
Finishing salt.
Sea salt.
Hello, Carla Bell from Texas.
And a little bit of honey.
Jason Moore is in Columbus, Ohio.
That's right, he is.
Hey, brother. Him and Kristen. We're doing honey. Ooh, this is going to be a good salad dressing.
Yeah, put a little honey in it.
Hello, Burnett Cooper from Texas. Looks good. Do you ever sweeten the peppers? The colorful peppers come a little sweet already.
Yeah, but maybe she's talking about to roast them.
To roast them? Oh, yeah. Probably.
Yeah, that's what I did to the one I used on Wednesday night? What night? When did I do
that? Tuesday, I think.
Yeah.
Jason Moore said grown and sexy.
Let me hold that whip over there. No, I can use this one.
Okay.
Always, Brother Jason.
Hey,
always grown and sexy.
Hey, Sister Gwendolyn Jones.
You keep it on the peppers.
I wish we had smell-o-vision, too.
They're looking real good. And let's whip in a little. You hold that bowl, baby, as I do this?
I got it. Now watch me whip. I don't know why I had to say it. Hello, Florence Gibbs. He's just whisking in some oil to
just making a little quick
vinaigrette.
That's all.
Gonna go over the salad we're having with our cheesesteak.
You know what else I'm gonna add to this? I'm gonna add just a little bit of the. Don't let that pop out of there.
Okay.
Just a little bit of oregano.
Oregano?
Yeah.
Hello, Constance Blanchard from the SIP.
I know I got some oregano up here somewhere.
Emma Forte. Hello, Mr. and Mrs.
Like spices probably out the yin yang, y'all. I mean, when I say I got them out the yin yang, I got them.
Latanya Washington Harris, you can use any type of salt-free seasoning. She said, what can be used in place of kosher salt? What, have you tried the Himalayan pink salt?
The Himalayan pink salt, if you don't want any salt at all, I would say go a little heavier on herbs.
Yeah.
You know, find some different herbs that you can utilize.
Right.
Okay. So that has come together real quick. I'm going to taste that to make sure we're okay before I let it ride.
I got a juicy story for you, Fab Niece. She said she's waiting on another juicy story.
Wow.
That's good. I'm sure it is.
Okay. Those are ready. About ready. So we're just going to take a little salad and put it on here. You got another set of tongue over? Yes, I do.
While you're doing that, I'm going to tell this quick story. Since we're doing steak tonight.
You didn't tell me where you was going, baby. You scared me.
You just roll with the flow.
Roll with it.
We were going on vacation to Jamaica, and we made a pit stop in Atlanta. We stayed at St. Regis for one night, and we flew out the next night. But Kip convinced me into eating steak tartare. Steak
tartare.
Does anyone know what steak tartare is? Because I had no clue. But if you joined us a few Wednesday nights ago, we used to bar hop, have an appetizer and a drink at the different bars, and that gives us a chance to experience them all. Well, this particular night, what restaurant was that?
I think it was
Chops, which is a steakhouse.
That was a little feta cheese I just added to that salad.
Steak tartare was on the menu. It's raw steak. And I know I'm from Mississippi. I was like, no, I'm not eating it. No. But
she had it was Friday night. It was Friday night. So what do we do on Friday night? We have a few cocktails.
We had a few cocktails.
So she was like, I'm game.
I'm game. But we also at that...
Put a little dressing on here, baby.
Okay.
I don't want to overdress it, but just a little bit.
We also had fried lobster tail and snails at the same restaurant. As cargo.
We had a few things that night.
Yeah. So I was like, let me just try this raw steak. Well, they took a really good steak. What kind was it, babe? You remember? Some type of sirloin and grinded it.
It was.
Yeah.
It might have been, maybe it wasn't even sirloin. It might have been a better cut than that.
Yes. They grinded up the steak and served it.
Boom. Baby, I think you're going to like this.
You see, I got real quiet.
You got quiet? I thought you were telling the story.
And that's the night that I tasted raw steak. It was actually pretty good.
It was good?
It was good. Because they gave you the crackers and the capers and all the stuff to kind of like...
The guy that was serving is like, you're going to like it. You remember he mixed it up right in front of us?
He mixed it up right in front of us. So, that's...
So we're going to loop that up.
The Portabella mushroom is at the bottom.
At the bottom.
It did not get lost, y'all, and I can't wait to cut in.
It's all over there.
Don't that look good?
Get another one. Put that right there.
Donna Chappelle said, I'm watching you, Kip. Do it right.
See, that's a little You know, that's what I call a little sexy Friday night dish.
Yes.
Sexy.
Top it with some fresh ground black pepper.
Yeah,
Nicole Washington looks great.
hey, Nicole.
She waiting on your Bobby Flay cook-off.
Nicole, I got some more cinnamon rolls coming for you.
Yes, cinnamon rolls next week for local people only. Hello, DJ Elliott Brown. Florine Grated. Do it matter what kind of cheese? The provolone melts better. It's a good melting cheese.
A good melting cheese.
But it doesn't matter. Yes. Donna Wood said, I laughed so much on Wednesday night. Bishop Terrell Ball put that on the preacher's table on Sunday. Karen Edmonds, hello from Detroit, Michigan. Hello, Karen Cunningham. Randy Baker said, I like that. Looks delicious. Mama knows. Yes. Yes, Gary Chris. She know how to put together something real quick. Thank you for the stars.
All right. So.
Let's try it.
You going to try it, baby?
Yeah. You going to have to feed me, babe. That's hot now.
Okay. I ain't never hurt you, baby.
No, you ain't never hurt me.
You going to start. Okay. We're going to get a little bit of the mushroom.
We did no buns. There's a portabella mushroom
no
at the bottom.
There, baby. I know.
Forget about the shrinkage. He ain't gonna say that no more.
You get Drew started.
Get Drew started.
Okay.
My mouth is watering.
That's a good Philly. Let me blow it for you, baby.
Okay, blow it for me now.
Because if I stick it in your mouth and it's too hot, the way that cheese looking, that's where your mouth, top of your mouth. How is it?
Good.
Don't lie to me.
Carl Jones in the house.
Okay.
Thank you, Miguel. Yes, it's raw.
Want a little lettuce?
Yes,
a little roughage? Good?
It was really good. So, y'all.
So, that's a keto-friendly cheesesteak. It's pretty good, sweetheart.
I sure did say later for the store when the mushrooms came out. But he was trying to finesse me because I was like, I'm not doing it. And he was like, babe, you got to try it. We on vacation. Yeah. That type of finessing. And I got weak.
That was a great vacation.
That was the start of a great vacation.
That was a 2-week vacation, remember? Mm-hmm. I took 2 weeks off from work.
Yes.
You was off 2 weeks. And we went down to Jamaica, girl, and you did things you never done.
Hey. Don't talk with your mouth full.
So that's it. Keto-friendly Philly served on a portabella mushroom, and I just threw in a little quick salad. And I hope you caught that little quick dressing vinaigrette that I whipped up. Yeah. Real simple. It's very rare do I buy a dressing. When's the last time I bought a dressing, sweetheart?
I can't remember.
Dressings are so easy to make. You usually have everything in the house to do it. From ranch to Caesars to vinaigrettes. Now we're just going to do a show. I'm going to do it one day for the supporters, huh? And then I'll share it with you guys later. Yes. But, maybe you get in on the other part. Yes. But just dressings, because I enjoy just making dressings on the spur of the moment. So that's been good. And the cocktail of the night was, we don't even have a name for it. It's called the Thai Friday.
Thai Friday.
The Thai Friday.
I take it.
A little vodka. You had Diet Sprite. I had tonic.
Really good.
And a little pomegranate and squeezed lime juice.
Squeeze some lime. The lime makes it better.
So that's what we have. It wasn't a long show tonight.
No.
I had some Parmesan cheese I was going to put on the salad, baby, and I ain't put it on there.
I don't think it's missing. Didn't you put the feta? But
we had cheese, so we didn't need that.
Yes, if you didn't catch us on Wednesday night, make sure you go back and watch the video. It was fun tea.
Yeah, it was funny.
Everybody says it looks delicious, baby. Yeah. Thank y'all so much for joining us this Friday night.
Thank you so much. Tomorrow, if you don't have anything to do, we still got a little New Orleans in us because Tuesday was Fat Tuesday. Of course, Lent started on Wednesday. Mm-hmm. What are we giving up, baby?
Baby, we got to talk to the Lord.
You gave up some stuff.
I did. But Mama threw me back off track.
I've given up potato chips.
Oh, you did? You've been doing really well.
I'm not going back.
Okay.
So, but we're going to do something well known from New Orleans called crawfish bread. Crawfish bread. You'd have to be here or we might do a crawfish pie. I don't know. I got the crawfish, so it depends on where I go with it.
Yeah, I'm going to step out on this one. Yeah, the cinnamon rolls. Oh, she said let her know. Text her. I will. They will be back by popular demand on next week for local, for our local buyers. Yes, don't spill too much beans. But thank y'all so much for.
So thank you for hanging out. We love you guys. Cooking with Kip after dark on Friday night. We always have a good time. And you know what? I'm always looking for a reason because I have to put one. And I believe in. I came in this world one, and when I leave, I hope to have one. A smile on my face.
Amen.
Have a good night. Cheers.
Thank y'all for joining. Cheesesteak.
I'm getting ready to get into this again, baby.